is the season for cozy, warm comforts. It's also the season which all I want to do is cook and eat some more, surrounded by beautiful holiday decorations. And I know I'm not the only one, so I have created 2 delicious recipes that are healthy and easy to make, and these are perfect for fall or an addition into your Thanksgiving menu. So let's get into it. First dish we'll be making is a cauliflower steak with a sweet potato mash and wild rice. Start off by cooking the wild rice mix according to the package instructions. Mine is a 2-to-1 ratio, so that's what I'm doing here. For seasoning, I'm adding sage, ground black pepper, and some salt. Stir, cover, and cook for the directed amount of time. My packaging said 50 minutes. Meanwhile, chop up 1 cup's worth of sweet potatoes into 1-inch pieces to make sure they cook evenly. Lay out the chopped sweet potatoes into a baking sheet. Drizzle with some olive oil. Sprinkle on some ground black pepper and salt. Mix that all up so that everything is nice and coated. We're also chopping up half of a yellow onion, and we'll be adding that next to the sweet potato for baking. Bake for 40 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit or until sweet potatoes become fork tender. Using the largest cauliflower you can find, remove the leaves and cut off the piece of the stem, making sure to leave enough of the stem intact to hold the cauliflower together. Slice the cauliflower down the middle and then slice each half in half once again. This recipe will give you 2 cauliflower steaks. Save the remaining cauliflower for another recipe. You can freeze them for longer storage time. Drizzle the cauliflower steaks with oil, flip and rub around on the baking sheet or dish if that's what you're using to coat both sides with the olive oil. Mix the spices together. I'm using paprika, onion powder, and ground white pepper. And then sprinkle over the cauliflower steaks, making sure to season both sides. You can use black pepper, white pepper, whichever you prefer. I like to use both in this specific recipe. I'm also adding some thyme, which you can also add into the mix of the spices, but I totally forgot, so I'm adding it now. Sprinkle on a small pinch of salt per side. Easy on the salt, it doesn't take much to make cauliflower salty. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or until fork tender. Moving on to the sweet potato mash. Place roasted sweet potato and onion into a large mixing bowl. Add in tahini, lemon juice, and a bit of water to smooth everything out, and mash with a potato masher, leaving some larger pieces for a rustic feel. Sprinkle on some ground black pepper and salt if you like. As usual, the full recipe for these can be found on my website. I will link it down below. Now that the rice is completed, mix in chopped pecans for added taste and texture, and you're ready to serve. Garnish with some pea sprouts or your favorite greens. That's what was available at my local farmer's market, which is why I'm using this. And enjoy! Next up is a delicious pumpkin kale pasta. Start off by adding a bit of oil into a pan heated to high. Toss in half a chopped onion and cook until translucent, which takes 2 to 3 minutes. Make a well in the center, add in some minced garlic, and cook for an additional minute or until the garlic becomes fragrant. Just make sure not to overcook your garlic because it'll become bitter. Add in half a cup of full-fat coconut milk for some added creaminess. Also add in pumpkin puree. If you're using the canned stuff, make sure not to get the pumpkin pie mix. Make sure it says 100% pumpkin. Add in the spices at this time, which are sage and cinnamon. Add in a bit of water and stir all together until combined. Sprinkle in some ground black pepper, a generous pinch of salt to taste, and a tablespoon of maple syrup to take this dish richness even further. Stir in chopped cherry tomatoes and cooked for an additional 2 minutes. Pour in your favorite cooked pasta into the sauce and mix well until combined. Stir in a handful of chopped kale or spinach if you prefer. The heat will wilt them just enough. Serve as you wish and enjoy. I hope you guys make these recipes and enjoy them as much as I do, because I absolutely love these. And I think you guys will too. If you guys make this recipe or any of my recipes, I would love to see what you made. So don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Veggierose and let me know what you think. Let me know how it turned out, how you liked it. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're still watching, and subscribe so you guys won't miss any more delicious food. And I will talk to you guys soon. I love you. Bye. Okay, that's good.